Something is happening in the atmosphere when it comes to gaming and Nintendo Switch 2. Things are being said, listings are being posted, and I have no clue what's going on. All we know is that the word imminent is being spoken about a lot, and I want to go ahead and just talk to you guys about what this means for us. Now, right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm not doing an intro. I'm going to get right into the video. This is Nintendo Switch 2 news. We are talking about listings. We're talking about developers talking about the actual console, and we're talking about how close we can be to the actual reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, all this news that we have right now could literally just throw away all that we thought was going to happen, like a summer release or a spring or fall release. It looks like we might be seeing this sooner than later. And, well, let's go ahead and get straight into the news. Right now, first of all, there is a website here that sells Nintendo consoles, video game consoles in Japan called Mecha Japan. Right now, we are looking at it, and it basically listing console Nintendo Switch 2. It just went up, and they were taking pre-orders. Right now, it says out of stock because they've taken enough pre-orders. Add to cart, notify me when available. And how is it that they're taking pre-orders now? There are people that have actually pre-ordered their Nintendo Switch 2 from this website, and it is unreal, right? Unreal. I have ordered things from Amazon where they have listed it beforehand, and I put my pre-order in, and Amazon, even though they didn't have a release date yet, they've honored my pre-order. For example, Tears of the Kingdom, they had that listing on there, and I remember pre-ordering the Tears of the Kingdom game for $59 back when, before the price was mentioned. And so Amazon honored that pre-order. And so is the same thing happening here? Right now, there is no details of the Switch. All it says is console Switch 2, and it says notify me when available. And this, you should say pre-order, but it says out of stock now. So apparently people, of course, went nuts going over this. Not only that, but we have some news in regards to developers over at the Developer Game Conference that just happened this past week. And so there was a survey that was asked of them whether what were they most excited about, what they were most excited about and what games they were working on. We had 8% of developers stating that they were working on a Nintendo Switch 2 game. All right, so they were working on Nintendo Switch 2 games, and that they were also super excited for Nintendo's next gen system. Now, let me tell you what this means, guys. For developers to be excited about the Nintendo Switch 2 is huge. You know why? Because they were disappointed with the Nintendo Switch and the lack of power and the lack of portability. You know, the reason why we are not getting all these third-party games is because they can't really fit on Switch, right? Switch can't really handle it. And so for these same developers who literally were complaining about the Nintendo Switch and the lack of power and the reason why they didn't bring their games to Nintendo Switch, now being excited for the Nintendo Switch 2, it's just crazy to us, and it speaks volumes and tells us that the Nintendo Switch 2 is maybe more powerful than we give it credit, right? We don't know any details yet because Nintendo really hasn't really stated anything regarding the specs or even Switch 2. They have spoken about a next-gen system in development, and they haven't given any details. All they talk about is transitioning, right? They use Nintendo Switch Online to transition, and so they've only spoken about the transition process, but not the actual console. Now we have developers here being excited for the Nintendo Switch 2 and its maybe power, right? This is huge. Right now, we have this Mecha website up. We have developers talking left and right, and so we have a Spanish outlet as well, kind of giving us information about other outlets kind of putting the Nintendo Switch 2 up for pre-order, which is insane. We know that when these websites go up, there's something happening behind the scenes. Right now, it has a placeholder date of 12/31/24, which is basically the last day of the year of this year. But if this all confirmed something is that Nintendo Switch 2 is on its way. None of us creators know when it's coming out. It could come very soon. Nintendo can announce it in this Nintendo Direct upcoming. All we know is that things are happening. People are talking. People are moving, and it's very exciting news for all Nintendo fans. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about all this information and what's happening right now when it comes to developers just talking about Nintendo Switch 2 freely, right? With no fear of NDA being broken or anything, and then websites listing the Nintendo Switch 2 for pre-order selling out, and then, I mean, I don't know what to think, guys. My brain is exploding right now. I'll leave it up to you. Let's continue this conversation down below, and then I'll see you in the next one. Before anything, guys, never give up and journey on. Peace.